They have a sincere inner compass that steers them to do good for others.
It may have been a foregone conclusion in my father's mind that I was going to go into the business, but it truly wasn't in mine.
I think when I was probably about 12, I had this idea that maybe, you know, I might be an oceanographer or something like that. My dad was very skilled at making it so interesting when we were involved in the business, exposing us to things that it really piqued my interest. Once I got a taste of that, I really kind of never considered doing anything different.
And they learned at the right hand and left hand of the master on how to do business. When the stock hit $50, it was a monumental event. And when it hit $100, I know Craig said to me, you know, my dad is up there smiling.
They've earned the respect of everybody that they've worked with or under to be able to evolve into the position of being co-CEOs. That's not easy to do.
I think a big part of the AFG culture or ethos is that of an ownership culture. Both Carl and Craig really encouraged that entrepreneurial perspective and behavior.
I didn't quite appreciate how Carl and Craig and their wives and Edith were stepping into and following the footsteps in their dad and creating their own legacies just because they thought it was the right thing to do.
One of the things that I'm most proud of is a project that my wife Frances and I took on some 12 or 13 years ago to build a state-of-the-science mental health center, the Lindner Center of Hope.
They not only recognized that need, but they wanted to do something about it. And they have since, in a very visible leadership role, devoted their time, energy, and family treasure to making the Lindner Center of Hope one of the best mental health centers in the country.
Mental illness affects 1 in 5 people in this country. And because of the terrible reimbursements for that type of care, most hospital systems make it a very low priority, and quality care just is not available.
Craig and Frances have been such great benefactors in terms of supporting that institution, recognizing the benefit that it will provide to many Cincinnatians and really people all throughout the country.
To take someone of their stature who recognized that was in and of itself incredibly important. But then the punchline was they wanted to do something about it and do something significant.
I guess I'm a real believer that when you're blessed the way I have been, it's a gift, and there really is a responsibility to use that gift wisely and to give back and to share with others, and especially to help those who are not as privileged and don't have the same opportunities.
Carl and Martha had their kids in a local independent school here, and one with a very good reputation. But they really wanted more of a faith-based component to that education, and so they went around to the area schools, independent schools, and said, hey, is there any chance we could help you create some sort of faith-based component?
We did an interview with the headmaster at Seven Hills, and he looked over at me at the end of the interview and he said, well, maybe you guys should just start your own school. And I looked at him and I said, you know, that's the best thing that you said all day.
They got together with about 10, 12 other families and started talking about it, and the next thing you know, Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy was born. They're not just about their own family. They're about this community. When they started this school, it was clear that they wanted to ensure that this wasn't just available for their children with that in mind. They wanted to make sure that the city of Cincinnati saw this as a resource.
10 or 20 years later, if you were to take a pen and put it in a map from a demographic standpoint of where the perfect place to start a new school would be, you know, when you look at where the growth in the city is, it would be about right there.
Cincinnati Hills is really a reflection of his heart for faith, his heart for family, his heart for quality outcomes in people, for human flourishing. This school is here to stay.
I was diagnosed with a blood cancer 20 years ago, and at the time it was a type of a blood cancer that had no cure. I was blessed with great medical care. The good Lord above kind of steered me to the right places to get cutting-edge care, cutting-edge medicine. My wife and I have believed that when important things have affected us in our lives, we're being called to do something about it. In this particular case, my wife and I felt that we really should do what we could to help with research for blood cancers.
Oh, they've done tremendous things in medicine, in Cincinnati and outside of Cincinnati. They've done the same thing in cardiovascular medicine. They've helped me help others and been very inspirational and supportive.
I've loved to start things in my life. The idea of adding the first new professional franchise in 50 years. It's been a really exciting thing.
I don't think anyone can look at the story of FC Cincinnati and not feel that there's been some divine providence to help us overcome all the odds to get to where we are.
Anytime you see something miraculous like that, you know, as a Christian, I thank God.
FC Cincinnati is consistent with the Lindner dedication, again, for generations now, to make Cincinnati a better place to live, to work, to raise our families. These fans who really did become the soul of FC Cincinnati, they have an opportunity to mingle with and get to know Carl.
It's been an opportunity for Martha and I and our family to connect with lots of people in Cincinnati.
And when our players take the field, they have to go fight for our city. And I think that that's epitomized by Carl and his family's love for Cincinnati.
FC Cincinnati was probably the thing that really set him as distinguished in a way from his father, as of equal value and importance in investing in a city and really bringing the community to life.
And I know he just enjoys the exhilaration and excitement of seeing our team compete wearing Cincinnati. I don't know how many MLS owners wear jerseys to the game, and he looks good in it too.
What an honor to, from my father and, you know, for our family to have College of Business, not only the building, but the College of Business, you know, named after my father.
A big part of their success and their legacy is supporting their alma mater.
It's rare to have people invest that deeply, that widely, and that focused.
I love to see people learn and grow and become hugely successful. I love to be a part of that.
They're following their dad's footsteps, and they're not only doing great things in the business world, they're doing great things in philanthropy, in charity.
They believe sincerely that the viability of a high-level academic institution is of critical importance to this city.
That family has made Cincinnati its primary passion. In terms of giving, in terms of reach out, and I don't know how you equal that.
It is clearly one of the greatest honors that I have ever received. I've seen the list of past recipients, and I'm absolutely humbled to join the list of people who have received this award.
God has, you know, blessed Martha and I and our family and my greater family, it's a privilege and a joy to want to give back.
I think both Carl and Craig are extraordinarily deserving of this award. I think in many ways it reflects their lifetime of commitment to their success, not just as businessmen, but to everything they've given back to this community, to the university. I can't think of anybody more deserving.
They weren't just making money to make money. They were making money to do really good things.
They don't even want recognition for the people they help. There are untold scholarships to the University of Cincinnati and other institutions. You know how many lives they've touched in a positive way? It's truly remarkable.